with the mayor. And through our travels, we went through Sheridan Park and came across Bluffton Self-Help.
Yeah.
Love this place. Love the beginning and the story of it. I'm a big fan of this only red thing I will wear ever. But we found Kimberly Hall.
Yeah,
so Kimberly, thank you for taking a few minutes out.
Thank you.
This whole plan of ours is to get the message out to so many of our residents, old and new. We're seeing people come in on a daily basis. I want to go real quick back to that, but my memory of Bluffton Self-Help was at the police substation on May River Road. And Miss Ida Martin, who I knew well before running for council, it was just a stop. I'd go and help and see what they needed, and it was a room about the size that we're in right now. And Miss Ida, it was actually an increase because it started out of her trunk, helping people as early as the 80s. There were people in need. So don't relate growth with need. We've always had need.
Yes.
What's happened is we have grown, and it's all relative. So Kimberly was hired after her one sad point in all this, you never got to meet her.
I never got to meet her, no.
So I tried to do my inward Ida and bring it out into the love she had. She would love you.
Oh,
I will tell you, I know that. Kimberly, you are the director of an amazing organization that helps people. Jump into it and we can kind of go, but this is super uber casual.
Okay.
So, just talk about what you walked into. You came from Easter Seals?
Yes, I was with Easter Seals in Florida and with United Way in Florida for many years. And my husband's work relocated us here. We have 2 small kids and we love it. We feel part of the community. So it's a real special place. Yeah. Very special.
So you walked into we're growing and we have needs, but we don't have volunteers, we don't have food, we don't have what do you do? Give me a day in the life of Bluffton Self-Help.
Yeah, well, over the past 4 years, we've grown pretty exponentially. As the community is growing, the needs are changing. So although the need is there, it evolves and changes. And along with our board leadership, we really identified that strategically we needed to be meeting those needs. And so basic needs are great, food, clothing, financial assistance, keeping people in their homes, keeping their utilities on, but we wanted to make a more strategic effort in helping solve some of the systemic generational poverty issues in the community. And so we opened an education and resource center 3 years ago to provide educational resources, tools, free GED, computer access, job training, job placement, right here in Sheridan Park, all for free. And so that really evolved into a partnership with the Literacy Center to help grow our adult education programs. And we're just continuing to evolve and grow as the community does.
And one thing that this group, nonprofit, has done that I just, it's what my goal is. As we grow, I have kind of a saying, there's some places that have a group of 25, and that's their group, and that's their board, and that's their committee, and that's everything. If one leaves, it's a group of 24. They don't replace it. What I loved with Miss Ida could very much have followed that trend. Miss Ida expanded it as we grew. Your board changed.
Right.
You really met with the demographics, probably in terms of areas of our town. It wasn't just the square mile self-help board. It included Berkeley Hall, Palmetto Bluff, Hampton Hall, Buck Island, Simmonsville. It's really a neat, broad board that brings different thoughts to the table.
Perspective. I think that's really important. Also, they're incredibly innovative and they're not afraid to take chances. And everything we do is still with the vision of Mrs. Ida and, her foundation that she set to help serve our neighbors. That's what we do every single day. We're just doing it in different, innovative, creative ways, expanding into school supplies, teacher supplies, helping, those that are what we would call working poor, but are really that one paycheck away from crisis. People don't often think that there's a need, especially here within that area, but we think it's about 60% of our residents are living at or below a livable wage. And when there's an incredibly high cost of living in our area, it's a wonderful place, it's beautiful, but it's expensive, and we know that. And when folks are saving and struggling through a pandemic, not only health-wise, but, emotionally too. We want to be there for them and really help folks get through that. And so our board is, our leadership is just so innovative. Our staff is amazing, and everything we do is with our mission and our clients in the forefront of our minds.
Yeah.
Our neighbors, we like to call them neighbors.
Well, Miss Ida loved red. And I loved, she really, something we did for her really sets a memory in my head of how to, Sharon Brown said it lovingly, it's nice to give the roses when you're still, before you go to the grave.
Yeah.
It's similar to that, and it really hit me. We had a day for her. We have a day, and I sat right by her, and it was just so nice for her to see that day.
April 4th.
April 4th.
Yes.
And we teased that every April 4th she'd get in her red truck and we'd ride down May River Road. And that didn't get to happen, sadly. But this is the brand. I love your apron. You don't even need Bluffton self-help anymore. People equate a red apron with the cause. You do a strategic plan. We do a strategic plan. It's not just a government kind of thing.
No.
We've mentioned the comp plan this year. We have a blueprint Bluffton that really includes this. And people need to know we're a beautiful town, but when you see people, some right for the right reasons, some for the wrong, that are asking for help, we've got to send them to Bluffton Self-Help. I had a story, I had a lady with Sam Campbell Soup Kitchen. I volunteered there, and she had a job and she had an apartment. She just couldn't make ends meet. The pride that it takes, or that you don't have, to go and ask for help is tremendous.
Very difficult.
And we just need to support this group that's trying very hard to get everyone on the same page. And we're just so thankful. What else have we missed that you want this new group of residents and old to know?
Well, I think it is hard to ask for help, and I just want everyone to know that we are here for the community, in all walks of life. Life happens, and this is a very dignified, lovely place to come, and we want everyone to feel welcome when they walk in the door. And they used to be met with a hug, not anymore, because
we don't hug.
we don't hug, but often a smile, and we're just here. Life happens. It's a really difficult time right now we're seeing, and we want to do things for the right reasons. We put a lot of research and effort behind what we do, and we want to make sure it's meaningful to the community.
So if somebody knows of somebody, like I do, my real estate partner and I have adopted the soup kitchen, and she's gotten to know a resident that she has to go and ask for money because she needs to make ends meet. How would we send her, or anyone that's watching, if we know of people?
Our website, our Education and Resource Center is really a spectacular place. Any needs, they can come in and we'll really help find solutions, whether it's getting on a pathway to be able to make ends meet, because that's not a good cycle to be in. We want self-sufficiency. We want not just people who are surviving, but thriving is what we say. And we're really creating kind of these communities of opportunity so that people can be successful.
So they can walk in. We're starting, it is the Bluffton Self-Help Farmers Market, and I love it. And if we send someone, or anybody has that, they come to Bluffton Self-Help, can they just walk in the door?
Yeah, they can walk in. We're here Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturdays, but come on and give us a call first. We like to have appointments if they can call us first, and we'll carve out time to see what's going on.
Good. And I do appreciate, with the unknowns of the pandemic, people have mentioned to me not enough people are still abiding or wanting to have masks. I do appreciate we're away from the public, but you do ask for your clients to come in, wear masks. You have sanitizer. Thank you for that, because we've got to take that on as well, on our own accord, not being forced to do it, to make sure we're all safe. So, Kimberly, thank you. Come and check it out. Website, BlufftonSelfHelp.org.